I was gonna ask what your drug preferences are.
Oh.
Like what your turn up is like. I feel like that would be kind
Well,
of telling.
you know, a lot of people would say that I was like on like glass or like black. But no, seriously, black. You know, you know, I'm a you know meth head. Let them tell it.
Yeah, that's what some of your ops throw at you
all the time, all the time.
You're
Frequently.
not giving me meth energy.
No,
at least not right now.
No, but honestly, right now I take Klonopins. I'm more
prescribed.
They're prescribed though.
What's that? Some personality shit?
It's like Xanax.
It's like Xanax.
Some personality shit.
Anxiety. Yeah. So, and I really do miss smoking like marijuana, but I can't. And so that's
it don't
drug test.
Drug test, yeah.
Oh yeah. What happened with that?
Yeah, how many DUIs you gotta get? You have to get the breathalyzer. I was thinking about it. I'm like, it's way more than one.
No, it's only one.
For real?
Only
From
one.
2018.
What?
I swear to God, it was
How
my
bad
first
was
one.
it?
It was not even bad. No car accident, no nothing.
That's
It
crazy.
was my first one. I wasn't even really I was at the limit, the legal limit. Like literally. And then they suspended my license and I'm like, I can't be riding around with what I'm riding around with without no license. So.
But what? So they just threw the book at you and gave you the breathalyzer thing too?
I'm from Sacramento.
Did you not get a lawyer?
I did.
And
they still
couldn't help
threw
with
the
it?
book.
Damn.
They threw the book at me. But Sacramento throws the book at everybody.
Really? Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought she was like maybe like 3 or 4 or some shit.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Oh,
I know a bunch of people.
And I had it for 6 months.
Really? Wow.
It just came off. And it was wild. Like I would advise anybody not to get a DUI. Like that was the worst thing I've ever went through. Like
breathalyzer to start your car is crazy.
I couldn't every time.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm arguing on live and I'm blowing into the breathalyzer and everybody's like, she's still on the breathalyzer. I'm like,
that's crazy.
But you still get piss tested just from a DUI?
No, I had other cases prior to that.
Like what?
Like high speed chases.
Oh my god!
This is why I told you we barely scraped the surface of her crazy.
Yeah, what?
Brother.
Yeah, I had a high speed chase. I got away though, but then I ran out of gas on the freeway.
Like almost
in LA,
one.
I was like 2 cities away. And
Holy shit!
Caught up to me, and so yeah, it that went viral on YouTube too and TikTok.
This is why they put you on that breathalyzer so fast.
No, the breathalyzer was already the DMV did it.
How'd it go viral? You went on live?
No, Manzo was recording me. I'm arguing with the police. It was like it was in LA. I was arguing with the police. I'm like, well, if you gonna just pop me, like basically. And so I'm on FaceTime with him because he's like at my house and like I have 15,000 in the safe. So I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. So just be ready to bail me out. He's recording as I'm like having this interaction with the like I'm like going through a real life situation. He's recording the whole thing. Wow. And then like 2 days later when I got released, I posted like a bail and then they arrested me again. They were waiting for me and they just followed me. They arrested me again. And he recorded that too. I was always getting recorded.
It's a Manzo shit.
Yeah, typical Manzo.
So when exactly did you guys fall out or what happened with that?
When he dropped my address.
Oh, okay.
So it was my address that he dropped, not Treyway's.
Why did he?
But why did who did he give your address to?
What led to that?
He gave it to DC. It wasn't even like nothing serious.
Oh.
Yes, but DC, he was upset with Manzo because Manzo was kind of like taking over the LA scene with blogging.
Yeah. I only met him a few times, but I talked to him on the phone quite a few times, but he was everywhere.
Everywhere.
But did he fall back on doing content or what?
I don't know.
I ain't thought about him in a few years.
I think he just moved because he was living here. When
I'm just going to be honest. They told him he couldn't come back to LA.
Who told him that? The Hoovers?
Yeah.
Really?
And I felt so bad. I was like, oh my goodness. But he dropped my location, but like DC was into it with Manzo. So he like, I don't know how he did it, but he photoshopped it. But I don't get how he even got where they hang out at. So it was kind of hard for me to believe it. But then when I got confirmation, I was like, but like at the time I was not messing. I still don't mess with Manzo. But like right is right and wrong is wrong. Like he didn't drop Treyway's location. I can be honest. He didn't. It was my location. But because it was already circulating, it just fit the narrative.
So even though you've been living here, though, you don't really cover LA politics? Or
No.
You're not really super interested in that stuff?
Well, I talked to Big Sad, like, I want to say like a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, but I just feel like LA is a little bit, it gets more political.
True.
I know Sacramento. I know Stockton. I don't know LA. Like, I don't want to be out eating and then like, on hood, this the woo woo. Hold on, chill out. You see, like, I don't want to be eating like on hood. Like, what you mean on hood? Like, what hood? I don't know what you got going. And then, you know, out here they don't have no. They just I'm scared of LA when it comes to like. I don't know. I get a little scary. I would have to live outside of LA to cover LA.
Interesting.
Especially how she covers shit.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get straight to it. Like, you're gonna know who murdered who, and you're gonna know like who was on what skit, and you're gonna know who robbed who. I'm gonna get into detail.
I don't want to ever date a girl who uses the word skit in that way.
Skit. Yeah.
If you're gonna be talking about skits, you better be talking about the ones damn homies doing.
Hey, when you from that,
I don't
area,
like that either.
Facts. When you from that shit, that's who you gonna be around.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
So it's like, you know, like I just couldn't cover it. It's too political.
Right.
Yeah, a lot come with that shit.
Did you just do the high speed because of the DUI situation?
No, it was two separate situations.
But why'd you take off?
Because they were trying. So I guess when they pulled, so I was being accused of like a robbery, and so then they said I was. So basically, they already knew who I was. And then they were following me. And then when they pulled me over, I'm thinking it was for something totally different. But the whole time it was for like an attempted armed robbery in LAX. And
you did that?
No, I didn't. I beat the case. No, listen. No, listen.
I mean, I'm wondering why, I don't know anyone who's wanted for an attempted armed robbery at LAX that they somehow didn't do.
No, I didn't do it. When I went to prelim, the judge was like, yeah, we're dropping this case.
Oh, my God.
But I already had to bail out on the case. But no. It really didn't happen. Like, the girl was so capped. It was like road rage, and she thought I hit her car. I didn't hit her car. Oh. So, but she lied and said I tried to take her phone and her keys. So that's where the armed robbery, like attempted armed robbery, came in. But I didn't know about it. They tried
so you did it, but they lied.
No, I didn't try to take her phone or her keys. I pulled over because she thought I hit her car. I'm gonna pull over. I pulled over. And then, like, I ended up driving off, though, because it was like, bro, you're, like, trying to get an insurance claim for nothing. Nothing's wrong with your car. I'm leaving. So, like, about a year later, the police tried to contact me after that, but I didn't answer the phone. I never called them back, so they issued a warrant out for me. So when the police stopped me, they just had, like, 9 guns on me, bro. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? I pulled over. I'm confused. And so they're like, we need you to step out of the car right now. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. And so then I'm like, so then I'm looking at my brother and I'm like, and then he's like trying to get out of the car. I'm like, get your bitch ass in the car. And he get in the car and I'm like, all right, if they don't put their guns up, I'm gonna leave. And so then like they were just like sitting there with their guns still like this, and like the guy was trying to talk to me. It's like 9 cars behind me. And then I was like, all right, you guys are gonna put your guns up, and they're like, get out of the car. And I'm like, all right. And then I just kicked one. I would have lost him. I did lose him. That's why shout out to Judge Guzman though. Like he worked with me during that whole
lesson learned, don't do a high speed with no gas in your tank.
Facts.
Yes.
That happens more often than you think.
Yeah, and it was crazy because my little brother was telling me too, he's like, you ain't got no gas in the car, but I was like, I don't care. Like I was in the middle of moving to Redondo Beach, and then that's when all that happened. And it was no gas in the car, and I didn't know. I was so high off a perk.
Hell yeah.
Busting off the year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the perk had me feeling like Superman. Like,
that's crazy. Yeah. A perk has never made me want to run for the police.
Feel like a different gender.
Super high.
Not even Superwoman?
No, I was like Superman at that point.
Damn.
And then I remember looking in the rearview and I was like, oh, I'm gone. And then it would start. I'm like,